Hello friend, hope you all are healthy and happy. In this lecture, we are going to study about the Euler-Thorne function, or you can say Euler-Pi function. In the Euler-Pi function, we are interested to find out the number of integers that are both smaller than n and relatively prime to n. Hope you enjoyed today's lecture. Let us start. So let us start the Euler-Phi function denoted by phi n, or you may call this also a Euler-Thorne function. So what we do generally in this we are interested to find out the number of integers that is both less than n and relative prime to n. The following statements help to find out phi n. So what are the statement? First statement is phi 1 is equal to 0. Second statement, phi p is equal to p minus 1 if p is prime. Third step, phi m cross n is equal to phi m cross phi n. Here m and n are relative prime number. Fourth, phi p to the power e is equal to p to the power e minus p to the power e minus 1. Here if p is prime number. If we can combine 3 and 4, if n is a composite number like this, p to the power e1, p to the power e2 dot into p to the power ek. If this is the case and p is a prime, all these numbers are relatively prime, then you can use the fourth step. How? So phi n is equal to p to the power e minus e1 minus p to the power e1 minus 1. This is the first step. Second, p to the power e2 minus p to the power e2 minus 1. Then we can write here p to the power ek minus p to the power ek minus 1. So in this way you can compose it. If n is a big number and their composition is like this, so we can follow the rule number 4. So here we should know how to composite the n. Now move on to some example. Example 1 is like this. What is the value of phi 13? As per rule, you can see that 13 is a prime number. So if 13 is a prime number, then the p minus 1, solution of p minus 1. So here p is prime. So according to the rule, it is 13 minus 1 is 12. So how it is 12? It means there are 12 numbers. This is integer numbers that are less than 13 and relatively prime to 13. How? Let's begin one. First number 1. So what is the GCD of 1 and 13 is equal to 1. Let's take 2. GCD of 2 and 13 is equal to 2. Let's take 3. GCD of 3 and 13, sorry, here 1 is 1. Let's take 4. GCD of 4 and 13, let's take 1. Then take GCD of 5 and 13, let's take, it is 1. GCD of 6 and 13, you get 1. GCD of 7 and 13, you get 1. GCD of 8 and 13, you get 1. GCD of 9 and 13, you get 1. GCD of 10 and 13, you get 1. GCD of 11, just a minute, write down here. GCD of 11 and 13, you get 1. And GCD of 12 and 13, get 1. So what is the GCD of 13 and 13 is 13. Okay. So how many get 1 in GCD? There are 12 1 if you count. So it means there are 12 number that is less than 13. So this is, in this way we find. Start the second example. Here if you look the second example, then we find the value of in. So n is equal to 10. How to factorize is 10. You can factorize 2 into 5. So take the phi 10. How you can write? Phi 2 into phi 5. I will do this. 2 minus 1 multiplied by 5 minus 1. How will do this? 1 multiplied by 4 is equal to 4. And it means there are 4 numbers that are relatively prime to the 10. So what is meaning of 4 numbers? Let GCD of 1 10 is 1. GCD of 2 10 is 2. GCD of 3 10 is 1. GCD of 4 10 is 2. GCD of 5 10 is 5. GCD of 6 10 is 2. GCD of 7 10 is 1. GCD of 8 10 is 2. GCD of 9 10 is 1. And GCD of 10 10 is 10. So how to do this? Here this is 1, that is 1, that is 1, that is 1. So there are 4 numbers that is relatively prime to 10. That numbers are 1, 3, 7 and 9. Now move to next example. So in the next example you will find out that what is the number of 240. So how to factorize the 240? Very simple. If you factorize the 240, then factorize 2, 120, 260, 230, 215 and into 5. So how to factorize the n is equal to 240? How to factorize is 2 to power 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. So how will write down this? Phi 240 is phi 2 to power 4 multiplied by phi 3 multiplied by phi 5. 2 to power, how can I write the power? Their GCD 351 is 235 is 1. So we can write like this. So p minus 1. So here this you can write by the 4, formula number 4 or statement number 4. 1 minus 1 is 0. 5 to power 1 minus 5 to power 0. So here what you can write? 16 minus 8, 3 minus 1, 5 minus 1. What you can write? 8 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 4, 64. It means there are 64 number that are relatively prime to 240. Now move on to the next. This, how we'll do this? 549. So how you can write is 5 7 multiplied by 5 7, because 7 is 7. But first, when you factorize the 49 7 into 7, so first we have to check the GCD of 7 into 7. GCD of 7 into 7 is 7, not 1. So we can't use this approach. Our approach would be change. So what is the approach? How can write the 49? So 49 you can write like this, is equal to 7 squared. So how to do this? 5 49 is equal to 5 7 squared is equal to 7 squared minus 7 2 minus 1. So it is a 49 minus 7 is equal to 42. It means there are 42 numbers that are relatively prime to 49. Move on to next. What are the number in element Z? It means it is asking for the 14. How it's 7 into 2. GCD of this is 1. So how you can write it? So we can approach like this. 5 2. 7 is 7 minus 1 multiplied by 2 minus 1. 6 multiplied by 1. There are 6 elements that are relatively prime to Z14. So in this way I have just completed the Euler-Pi function, or you can say Euler-Tennant function. Basically it is to find out the number of relatively prime number with respect to some n, set of n, and hope you like this lecture.